Hey, what's up everybody? It's Lids and we're back for some more Pyre Community RITE NITE, which means of course some good old-fashioned multiplayer Pyre, featuring first and foremost none other than the members of the RITE Club Discord server, the place for all things multiplayer Pyre. And if you're interested in getting more involved in multiplayer Pyre, then look no further, because that is the place to be. And you can join said Discord server by, I definitely typed that in somewhere, but apparently it was not in chat. There it is. Clicking on that link right there. For those of you in chat, you are not off the hook. No, because you see the red circle with the white L below chat. You click on that, you'll find all the various requests that you can make today, including things ranging from selecting players' exiles, masteries, songs, arenas, even Titan stars are all fair game. So, without further ado, let's hop into versus mode here. Set ourselves to our defaults, and then we will be ready to go here. Let me know if there's anyone who would like to get us started today, as I will hop into said Discord group. And let me just pull up Steam Friends real quick as well. Let's see. Huzzah. Okay. Alright then. Do we have anyone who would like to get us started today? Happy Easter. I know, actually, several years ago, maybe just 2 years ago, 3? How long have we been doing RITE Nights for? We definitely had a RITE Night in the past that was on Easter, and we actually had a specific alternate game mode of sorts that we did on Easter. So, I don't know, maybe we could break something like that out today, if that is something that is of interest. I think people were pretty big fans of it, if I remember correctly. What's up, Soul Vibes? How are you? How's it going? So, you know, is this gonna be a normal RITE Night, or are we suddenly gonna change up all the rules on everyone and have an alternate game mode of sorts, or at least objective, with this Easter egg hunt, which is functionally what we found a way to turn Pyre into for just a little bit. That other, 2 years ago? Something like that. I think Arumi even went as far as to create a full-blown mod to more, I don't know, air quotes, officially implement this alternate game mode that we had created. We found a way to sort of make it work with the rules and game mechanics that we have in place here, but he found a way to implement it a little more directly. So that could be in the cards today, if that is of interest. Otherwise, of course, we can stick to the usual, our typical Pyre rights. But either way, we will need some people in here. And I think that is both Honora and Failer saying that they are available to get things started today. So, let me send them some invites. Figured that must have been a caps lock. Okay. Let's get Honor. Oh, I still have my controller plugged in. Hold on. Let's change that. Okay, Honor, and now there you are, Failer. Okay. So let us know, chat, if there is anything we would like to do for this first one, or if we want to give these two a chance to warm up before we do anything out of the ordinary. As I said, there's the pretty significant change that we could make, that is turning this into, rather than your typical RITE match, an actual Easter egg hunt. Did we affect the mass yesterday? We did, I suppose you could say. We did do some of that. And the day before that. Just, that day, it was, in a different galaxy. Alright, I take that to mean Phaler is player 1 and Anor is player 2. Okay. Let me enter in your information then. Alright, this will be Phaler here. This one. This will be Anor. And let me get you your sigils as well. Okay, great. I choose the song. What is the most Easter-like song? Don't know if I should be going based solely off the title. What is the most... Maybe Grand Ceremony? Just by the name of the song itself? Hold on. Hold on. I think it's Grand Ceremony. I think that's the most fitting. Okay, anything else we'd like to have for this first one? Or will that be it? Looks like that's all. So let's get started.
Stand forth, exiles. You are gathered at the pit of Melee. You shall take part here in a glorious tradition. Only the righteous shall emerge victorious. The Fates stand ready. Nightwings stand prepared. Who shall stand together here this night?
Alright, and so we shall begin with our first rite of the night. No requests regarding your team composition here, so you are welcome to take whatever you would like on this occasion. The Cursed Controller in the Cursed Arena, but will it be a cursed team for Phaler? He goes Titan Tooth on Tamitha for the stuns in the leading spot there. Anor goes Quick Throwing Ninja Stowaway as her lead. Web Lanthorn Raji, second spot for Phaler. Same setup with the Tizo for Anor. Prayer Beads Saluting Vorfrit is the last selection for Phaler, so keep an eye out for him to break out that ability that can transform all of Anor's exiles into defenseless howlers once during this upcoming rite. Oh, I just thought of a way to change the Easter-themed match mode if we are interested in doing that later on, but alas, here we are for the first rite of the night. Your typical rite at that. Both players taking their preferred teams. The usual conditions for this match as Phaler gets it started with a 20 damage plunge here. There is that Crone's Loot transforming all of Anor's exiles into defenseless howlers, and that sets up Phaler's 30 damage plunge here. Did take Prayer Beads on Forfeit, so she will be back. Does not matter if he plunged. But that's a stowaway, throwing it in quickly for 20 here. Getting back. looking to do the same here once again, although this time intercepted, and Phaler quickly counters and plunges for 20 once again with Tamitha. Stowaway first the orb. Can't find the time nor the space to get that throw off. And Phaler straight on in for the winning plunge.
It was as though the scribes themselves stood by their side. Thus
GG.
end this night's proceedings.
Alright, let's head on back.
Until the next rite.
And we will reset our song and sermon intro, but otherwise let us know if there's anything we'd like to have for this next one. And let me know if people need a reminder as to what this alternate Easter-themed game mode is that I've referred to on a few occasions now. Phaler goes back to sermon intro. Oh, but that's just a means to an end. To truly turn the tides here into no longer is this your typical Pyre rite. No, this is now an Easter egg hunt. Okay, so let me explain. The way this works is that each player must take... What's the name of the talisman that makes the moon drops appear when you banish someone? Fairy Spirit. So, which I suppose has somewhat of a fitting name on this occasion as well. That feels somewhat Easter-y themed, almost. But, basically, both players must take Fairy Spirit. And then, rather than just whichever player removes all the Pyre life out of their opponent's Pyre first winning, no, that is not the case on this occasion. On this occasion, it is whoever collects the most moon drops before the end of the match who will be victorious. So I will keep track of how many moon drops each player has, and that basically means if someone is in the lead in terms of moon drop egg hunt collections, then they probably want to try to score and have the right end very quickly, whereas if the other person is not yet in the lead, then they're going to want to do a whole lot of banishing and moondrop collection and play a lot of defense to win back more eggs in their egg hunt, and then, once they retake the lead, they'll want to end the match. So, in that way, definitely a different dynamic, not just a simple, straightforward score as much as you can, as quickly as you can to reduce your opponent's Pyre life to 0. No. Primary objective is collect as many Easter eggs as you can, and then, once you're in the lead, that's when you want the match to end, and ultimately it doesn't actually matter whose Pyre drops to 0 first. It's all about whoever has the most eggs collected at the end of the match, and that is how it is an Easter egg hunt. So that's the idea. That is the idea here. I'm sure that last time we did this, the last time we had a Rite Night on Easter, we had some sort of meta that got developed, but it was a while ago, and so I do not remember what it is. I'm curious to see what the players go for here. So let's get started. Any questions about that stuff before we get going with it? Oh, this is fitting. Oh, this is very fitting. This was a random Isle of Kalimur, wasn't it? Nobody locked this in, did they?
Welcome. Who shall
It was perfect. It was meant to be. Okay, so somebody on your team must have Fairy Spirit. Technically up to you which character it is. Are they in the first spot, second spot, third spot? Phaler leads with Tizo with it. So again, I'm sure that we did it a few times last time we had a Rite Night on Easter, so I think it started to get to the point where we had some strategies that got developed. It was not just a simple, straightforward, well, I don't know, throw Fairy Spirit on something. But as for what exactly those strategies were, that I could not recall. So we'll see if there's anything in particular that the players are looking to do here, because Phaler now locks in his second imp, which does, for whatever reason, feel the most Easter egg hunt-like to me. I don't know, is it? Clearly the imps are not rabbits, per se, but I guess they're the closest to it. Titan Tooth on Anor's imp as well. She also has now taken 2. So I think I was saying in the other match how I was getting an idea for how we could potentially contribute or build upon this Easter egg hunt theme was specifically to have imps that have the imp salute to transform into howlers. Now obviously you do need to banish somebody in order to create the moondrops in the first place, so howlers can't do that, but at the same time, maybe even more so than the imps, the howlers seem like they would be the most rabbit-like. Rabid rabbits. Phaler, notably, I do not think took his third imp there. What did he take, a worm? It might have been? Was a worm. Okay, so not going to be 3 imps against 3 imps, which perhaps it was starting to appear as though we were on pace for that to be the case, but no, at least not on this occasion. So again, it is going to be an Easter egg hunt. Whoever collects more moondrops by the end of the match is the victor. Does not matter whose pyre drops to 0. Players will, of course, want the match to end quickly once they are in the lead, and they will not want the match to end if they still need to catch up on the Easter egg hunt. But here we are with our first Easter egg hunt this time round, and that is 1 to, I believe, Phaler, who got that one. So now Phaler in the lead, 1-0 with his Easter egg hunt, and therefore Phaler could look to push here. Though obviously there's a lot of match left to be played, as both players still at maximum pyre life, and so Anor with the orb needs to decide how to go about doing this. She claims that one, so now it is 1-1 on the egg hunt. Fairy Spirit, Phaler, oh, zooms right in to pick it up, 2-1 Phaler. And it does pay to remember which one of your characters activates the moondrops, so that you can anticipate it and get there quickly when it happens. Phaler is in the lead, so a thin lead at that, but it is technically in his interest to end this match now. Anor, less so the case for her. She needs more of the moondrops. Anor. And for that reason, we may see at times moments like this where the orb remains unclaimed, neither player particularly inclined to pick it up, as both players more so looking to pick up the Easter eggs or farm them up. Oh, there's a moondrop, who actually Phaler got that one by going through his portal, I believe, despite it being right next to Anor's pyre. So Phaler now up 3-1. Anor there, I think, trying to bait out one of the moondrop procs, but unsuccessful in doing so. So Phaler's lead stands 3-1. At this point, perhaps Phaler with that, still not large lead, but lead nonetheless. Oh, Anor got that one though, I believe. Now it is just 3-2, Phaler in the lead, but it is still in Phaler's interest to end this. So he does score there. 3-2. Did I misspeak?
The orb is up.
Anor stalling here, trying to wait for opportunities to pick up more moondrops, and this will be one. Phaler claims it. 4-2, Phaler.
Himself upon the flames. There.
So perhaps Phaler, now ready to play much more aggressively, may see less of the letting the orb hang around unclaimed.
To the flame.
I thought that was going to be a fairy spirit, but it was not.
All of the fate. Gone.
Opportunity for Honor to score, except she doesn't particularly want to on this occasion, because Phaler is in the lead here.
Positively brutal.
That was Fairy Spirit. 5 now for Phaler. Fairy Spirit again, and Nor picks this one up. She's on 3 now? 5-3, lead still Phaler's.
Both vanished.
But Honor looking to close that gap. Fairy Spirit again, activates Phaler. Oh, that? I think Phaler, you see there, has the infinite stamina, so I'm pretty sure that was him who got it, even though both players were very close to it. So now, 6-3 Phaler.
There.
Honor nabs that one, though. She's now at 4. Phaler with a 2 Easter egg lead, 6-4. Stunning claim. Again, Phaler does have
Attempt and yet it hit
an interest in scoring and potentially ending this one soon, as he is up by 2 Easter eggs. Whereas Honor would like to extend the length of this match until she can catch Phaler.
simply monstrous.
Oh, there's another one for Phaler. He's now up at 7. So Phaler extending his lead.
Into the adversary's flame.
And now Phaler very keen to end this one soon, which he can potentially do
Now end the ceremony.
with just one more score.
A bit of a blunder.
So Nor now having to play a lot of defense. Moondrop, Nor claims it. She's now up at 5, 5-7. 2-point lead to Phaler. So Nor still waiting to collect more Easter eggs before she makes moves offensively. But with just 10 Pyre life left, she needs to be very careful here. As if Phaler scores now,
Now go.
it would be game over and victory to Phaler.
All 3 night wings.
Everyone banished on the north side, opportunity for Phaler. And there it is. Phaler ends the match while he is ahead 7-5 on the Easter egg hunt. And so that is a victory to Phaler.
The rite is complete.
6-5. Admittedly, I should make a disclaimer at the beginning. Obviously, Pyre does not keep track of these things. So
Till the stars.
there is a significant human element to it, and at least at the beginning of that match, every single Moondrop that you guys picked up, each player had a character right next to it at the time. So I cannot say with 100% confidence that I'm going to get these perfectly. And also need to remember what the best way to keep track of this stuff is. I, unfortunately, do not have a writing utensil near me, so I think I will go by a hand count for both players, and hopefully that will suffice, because I may also have forgotten someone's score on 1 or 2 occasions. But we'll make some improvements if we are to continue to do more of this. So that was the first of our Easter egg hunt themed matches, which we could do more of in the future in the interest of the Easter egg theme, or Easter theme. Otherwise, of course, we can go back to usual matches here as Nor turns Customize off, which presumably means we are doing a normal match on this occasion. Otherwise, very unlikely we would get random fairy spirits. Yeah, usual maybe with an asterisk, of course, with an asterisk. As we'll now have randomized Exiles, Masteries, and Talismans. I mean, maybe someone is going to end up with a fairy spirit, and then we'll have an impromptu Easter egg hunt here, but that remains to be seen. Could still do a song, could still do an arena. Everything else is locked up here. But it looks like this will be it.
The Fate versus the Night Wings.
Alright, for Phalar, it is Worm, Kerr, and I think that might even be Orlek. It is. It's Ignarius and 2 Chromes for Nor. Both players will at least have some characters with very long respawn times, as Phalar gets started with Orlek, with a 15 damage plunge, as apparently Nor has Stubborn Flame on at least one of her Crones. The Crones and Demons, even if they aren't Orlek, do have very long respawn time, so that means everyone on Nor's side takes a very long time to come back, so Nor may find herself in this situation very often. Stubborn Flame still active though, so Phalar's damage reduced. Phalar, the Curves do come back quickly, but of course he does need to be very mindful of what he does with Orlek, as he is quite susceptible to getting banished for a long period of time.
A second wind.
Here is Orlek. Now to Dalbert, who runs out of stamina and may only have a single jump. Bright Wisp on, is that Lady River who just had it? An Explosive Temper on Dalbert, which is a right side mastery, and given how we did not see very many jumps for him previously, he may be mostly, if not entirely, right side. Nor throws in for 23 there, and we see Phalar has a ton of starting Pyre life. In fact, enough of that must have been both from Orlek's mastery and likely also from a talisman as well. And here comes Orlek, rampaging through, but Titan Tooth stuns Phalar. Does it give Nor enough time to do anything with it though? Unfortunately not for Nor. Orlek down and out for the count here. Whereas Nor, as we were saying, still needs to be careful. Her exiles do take a long time, but it is Dalbert here. Once again, the Stubborn Flame slowing down Phalar's progress. There is the Explosive Temper, actually taking out 2 on that occasion, and now everyone. Dalbert as well, but it will be a while until Nor gets anyone back, and so plenty of time. Or so it would have seemed for Orlek to throw that one in. Again, 15 damage, usually 25, but Stubborn Flame reducing it slightly. Ignarius. He stopped. Heroic Stand activates for Lady River, letting her zoom forward, but not quite enough to get that one in there. Orlek back on the prowl. And back in he goes. Does Phalar have the Worm Mastery that gets back one of his exiles when he banishes someone with that worm? If so, that is a way to make up for the long respawn time for Orlek. Nor starting to whittle away at that high Pyre life. Iggy and Orlek face off. It's Orlek who wins out there though. Hops over the cast. Goes the throwing route but is intercepted. Nor passes it off to Bertrude just in time and narrowly avoids that cast. Oh, but not quite able to make it in there. Orlek intercepted again. But Nor defenseless, and Orlek gets the rebound. Save time here, yes he does. Cuts it a little bit short though, just 12 damage. I think he just barely avoids banishment there. Phaler patient with his cast. And in doing so, able to banish the last of Anor's exiles now. Is Orlek quick enough? Not quite. Turns around, banishes a defender though. And able to make it in here. Stubborn Flame once again. Big factor for Anor. Slowing Phaler down quite a bit at this point. But Anor still looking to make some progress on Phaler's Pyre. Unable to do so on this occasion. Delver. Pops once. Still not sure if Dalbert actually has double jump there. There was a brief break in between his two jumps there. So I do not believe that was technically a double jump, but the explosive temper. Phaler has found use in that.
Not much force of will behind that thrust.
As it has absolutely helped clear out some room for Orlek throws like that one.
Just once more.
Does Orlek have Brazen Manner? He does not. Orlek, though, banishes everyone. That Stubborn Flame means that Phaler does not quite have enough damage, at least not on that score, but he would now. Orlek down, but there he is. Yes, Orlek coming back with the Avenging Aid. Long respawn time, yes, but the Worm supports Orlek and helps him carry the Fate to victory.
Their adversaries utterly. Thus end this night's proceedings.
GG. Alright, let's head on back. And let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one.
The next rite.
Orlek OP confirmed. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you get him in those customized off matches, you get a little bit nervous. Because you don't know if you're going to have the support to make him work, where if he does go down, then maybe that's going to be a significant disadvantage. But if you have at least one source to get him back from banishment, like the Avenging Aid, or like a Web Lanthorn, which obviously if you're deliberately building a team around Orlek, you would make a point of getting, but can't guarantee you're going to get any of that stuff with Customized Off. If you get at least one of them, though, then it does become a lot more of a natural fit. And it may have been, I didn't see definitively, but it may have even been that Anor obviously had at least one Stubborn Flame, but possibly might have had significant redundancy with potentially a second Crone with it as well, in which case that was a bunch of wasted masteries there. Anor says, hold on, let's try this one again. Let's try this one again. Customize, back off we go. Could still do a song, could still do an arena, but otherwise we will once again randomize the Exiles, Masteries, and Talismans. Phaler got a good dice roll last time, but will that be the case here once again? It's on the book. Double Nomad and Crone for Phaler, Sap and Double Savage for Anor. This could be interesting.
Beware the adversary's aura or be banished.
Almer, doing his best stowaway impression, plunges in here for 20.
By now, Bertie.
And that is also Palmus, not Fulfred. Does have the explosive sapling, and that helps Anor create some space for this 25 damage sap throw.
Such zeal. The orb is up.
Snadra hops over and in, and not only 20 damage, but 10 leech as well. So that Snadra is at least all the way down on the left side, possibly all 4 of her masteries there. And the Vengeful Vow on Anor's side didn't catch exactly who it's on, as there are a couple of exiles standing close to each other, but that's Phaler hopping in here for 30 with his Crone. No prayer beads on Bertrude though, so she is now gone for this round, so numbers advantage to Anor. Exploding sapling. Does Anor have enough time? Not quite. Not quite enough time for that throw. Big jumps here. from Ulmer, although he does go down nonetheless, and it's up to Gareth to get the job done, at least until Palmas returns. Gareth one side. He's shoulder smashed, though.
To each his own.
Palmas is the one with Vengeful Vow confirmed, so he does blow up upon banishment. Gareth out of stamina at the wrong time.
More banishment for Sandra.
Ulmer versus Lendl. Lendl wins out there. Now this time, victory goes to Palmas, though he is actually banished. Gareth. Huge jump. Wait, Blackheart? It was right next to Phaler's Pyre, so I assume that must have actually been on one of Phaler's exiles. But I had not seen that activate before. Had not noticed it. Not sure who it's on. Everyone down on Nor's side. Oh, and Numbing Gust. So Nor all the way down on the left side then may not have any rekindling. But if everyone is to get banished, then as we just saw then, Phaler will temporarily be unable to sprint, jump, throw, or use any other special abilities. Snadra blocked. Banishes and gets banished. Ulmer thinks better of it. And now Gareth, all by himself. Ulmer hops over the cast as Palmas moves in. Shoulder smash again from Snadra. Lendl stopped. Huge exploding sapling there from Palmas. This time does have the opportunity to throw this one in for 25, dropping a Phaler down to 20. I think it might be Snadra with the Blackheart. Well, down she goes, so perhaps we'll find out. No, it is not her. Bertrude? Snadra around. Lendl? It must be Lendl? Process of elimination, unless I missed out the corner of my eye there. Ulmer. Oh, big cast there. As Bertrude goes in, gets rid of everyone, except that does activate Numbing Gust, which does give enough time for Gareth to return. Now Lendl over the defender, over the Pyre seemingly, but in for 20. Drops a Nor down to 19. We suspect she may not have much, if any, rekindling. Phaler at 20 Pyre life as well. That means perhaps one score. All either player would need here. Oh, and Phaler nearly lines everyone up and sets up the winning plunge.
Their pyre burns, whilst that of their adversaries is but ash.
Lines him up and knocks him down.
The rite is ended.
GG. All right, let's head on back and let us know if there's anything we'd like to see for the next one.
Right.
Okay. We'll turn Customize back on, unless, of course, that is something we'd like to leave off. Nomad OP, please nerf, confirmed. Take the L when you see it. No worries. Phaler is requesting exiles here. Harps only. Interesting. Not sure if there's some specific thing that... some reason why Phaler's going in this direction. Interesting. A Nor with a talisman request specifically to ban Titan Tooth. Very often one of the go-to talismans to put on at least one of your harps if you have multiple of them. So will require a little more creativity from players in that case, as perhaps that third talisman will be up to a little more interpretation as to what direction they'd like to go in there. anything else? Or will that be all? Seems like it. So let's get going. And we shall see if perhaps the talisman will be the determining factor here, as we are on the boat. Well, then of course, there is of course
Welcome.
the chaos
Who shall conduct the rites?
of the boat, which will perhaps play a significant factor as well. Can never rule that out. Prayer beads on Phaler's first harp, that you would imagine will be one of the selections that both players take, talisman-wise. As that is what Honor leads off with here as well. However, as we start getting to harp number 2 and 3, perhaps we will see the players start to differentiate a little bit more. As Webbed Lanthorn, a strong talisman, absolutely, but not always one that you see on harps. Usually that is left for imps. However, with Fell Swoop, which I believe is what we saw Phaler take on that harp, that could make it much easier to trigger the Webbed Lanthorn. And for a second, looked like Honor was about to do the same thing, but actually went for the Exploding Harp instead. Okay, so you'd like to see both players getting a little more experimental here. And I think a lot of that has to do with that Titan Tooth ban that we saw, and Phaler goes for a Speedy Harp in his last spot. Also not often that you see that, not to say that it's a weak option, it's just that usually Titan Tooth is one of the go-tos along with Prayer Beads. And Honor does choose to go for the speed as well. Alright, so the key differentiating factor here is one Exploding Harp on Honor's side versus the Webbed Lanthorn Harp on Phaler's side, as Phaler gets us started with a 20 damage plunge here, and of course, both players with one exile with Prayer Beads. So how much of a point can they make of plunging with that exile, as Phaler did manage to do that with his first score, so he is still at full strength here.
Absolution.
Plunges for 20 once again. But on this occasion, he did not, so now numbers advantage to Honor. Doesn't stop Phaler, though. That was the Prayer Beads harp, so Phaler now back at full strength. And back in for another 20 damage plunge.
Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Honor with the banishment. Looping around, but banished. Phaler defenseless at the moment. And Honor flies over the defender and in for 20. And Honor back at full strength, as that was her Prayer Beads exile, so again, at times, and maybe the deciding factor from one round to the next. Honor elusive here, and somehow flies her way around and in past seemingly the entire defense. Phaler now. Oh, sneaks under and in for the win.
Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all.
GG.
The rite is done.
Well played, you two. And let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
Boat and pit are not changed. Okay. The order of the exiles, yeah. Alright, well, let us know if there's anything we'd like to see or do for the next one. Or hear. Yeah, I guess that's wasn't in the series of mods that I implemented, although that one is a relatively straightforward change, I thought. I remembered in the past just manually replacing a couple numbers with a couple other different numbers, and that pretty much did the trick. Phaler turns Customize back off here. Honor is volunteering to swap out if anyone would like to take her place. So heads up if anyone in chat would like to do so, but otherwise, Customize off, so randomize exiles, masteries, and talismans once again. And let's get going.
The fate versus
It's the spring, Phaler's home arena, Crone, Nomad, Worm, Honor's side, Crone, Harp, Sap. Series of banishments near Honor's Pyre. Phaler does have Sacred Bond, so he's at least partially right side with his Nomad. And it's Honor plunging in for 30 here. Phaler did have 30 extra starting Pyre life, which must have come from his talisman, as he does not have any exiles who have a mastery that can do that. Phaler, after having banished all of Honor's defenders, plenty of time to throw this at... Oh, for 33 damage. That means he must have a talisman that's giving him extra damage on that throw. And there are a couple that can do that. But it means that he actually did not have the maximum damage, base damage, on that throw, as the Crones have 25 base damage, which I think oftentimes we forget, because the first mastery on either side of the Crone tree can increase that up to 30. Honor plunging for 20. But Pamitha gone for this round, as she apparently does not have either Prayer Beads, or if she did have Triesta's Plume. Now, she definitely did not have Triesta's Plume, because it's just the base 20 damage. Phaler eventually banishes all.
the orb has hit the mark.
And there it is, the full 38 damage. So that time, the Crone Mastery kicking in addition to whatever that talisman may have been. One of them just a straightforward damage boost, the other one does the damage for both throws and plunges, but reduces the hope of the character, and Crones have very low base hope, so it would take a very long time for that Crone to come back in that case. Fairy Spirit! Honor picks it up. Honor is winning the Easter egg hunt 1-0. Hold on. That changes everything. Pamitha.
There goes the harp.
And Utmilda leaping in here for 30. Now, suddenly, are we playing a normal match of Pyre? Or is this once again an Easter egg hunt? And will that influence the way in which the players choose to play this one out? As by one account, Phaler is in the lead, by the other account, Honor is. Series of banishments. Opportunity for Phaler. But he gets pushed out of throwing range.
Why, that was all of them.
Phaler now throws it in, except Honor has
The flames yet burn.
70 rekindling? Not only maximum rekindling from her sap, also the rekindling, rekindling talisman as well, which we had no idea was the case. Phaler picked up the Fairy Spirit there, picked up the Moondrop, and that means our Easter egg hunt is now 1-1. So both players tied in that regard. Phaler, time for this 38 damage throw. What's up, Blood Princess? How are you?
To want their freedom more.
Fairy Spirit activates. Phaler picks it up. Phaler's winning the Easter egg hunt. 2-1 now. As for whether that is the primary objective or if they are truly just trying to win a normal match of Pyre, that remains to be seen. Phaler down. Honor down as well. Orb unclaimed. Phaler first to it. Orfrid. Well shielded from Honor. But Phaler leaps over and in. Confirmation it was Astral Eye, the reduced Hope Talisman, with extra damage. Phaler wins the right and also wins the Easter egg hunt as well.
Ceremony is complete.
GG.
Until the stars align.
We were wondering before, when we turned the customize off, if there was a chance we could get a random fairy spirit and initiate an impromptu Easter egg hunt, and didn't happen the first time, but on that occasion, it ultimately did. Anor was volunteering to swap out, and it sounds like Phaler may be as well. Up to you, of course. No worries, no pressure, but if you two are both available and would like to play against each other, you could. Let's turn customize back on before we forget, unless of course that is something we'd like to turn back off, which we could do. So also, admittedly, given how it is Easter, we've had an extra game mode that we have done a little bit of today, a more impromptu version of Pyre, if you will, that we have created where, rather than just trying to deplete your opponent's Pyre down to 0, instead, the main objective of the game is to collect more moon drops, which functionally are basically Easter eggs. Collect more Easter eggs than your opponent before the end of the match. And on that occasion, we had both players with randomized setups, and one player just so happened to get the item that creates those Easter eggs in the first place, so we got a random, unexpected Easter egg hunt on that occasion. Let us know if there's anything in particular we would like to do for this one, otherwise we can just have the players take whatever they would like, assuming that Phaler and Or, you two are still able to stick around. I know you were volunteering to swap out, but are you guys good to proceed here? If no one else still go? Okay, great. Okay, in which case it looks like we will... Oh, hold on. Speaking of Will, we will have Will, and we will have these two continue here. Looks like no requests affecting your team composition. Had to cut the name short, no worries. No worries.
The fate shall confront the nightmares. Welcome.
All right.
Who shall conduct the rites?
Isle of Kalimur it is. Again, no requests affecting your team composition, so it is up to you to take whatever you'd like. Phaler goes for a quick throwing, saluting ninja Almer. Nor goes for a defensive power casting headwind.
Exile.
Phaler, a defensive web lanthorn Raji. Anor goes prayer beads Rookie. Remind me, I know Rookie, his birthday was pretty recent, right? I forget, was it technically, did we have time to celebrate Rookie's birthday last week, or is that technically now this week? That would be the first opportunity to do that. It's the 4th, so this would be our first Rite Night after his birthday, by that accounts, if I have my dates correct. Which means we technically have not yet had the opportunity to do that. It was a week. Did you do it proactively though? Either way, I suppose. Okay, you did it proactively. Gotcha. I suppose that is probably better. Rather have people celebrate your birthday early than do it a few days late and wonder if they forgot about it, right? Speedy Jody finishes things off for Anor, as Phaler took a full Fate team, actually, taking Dalbert in his last spot, and here is Dalbert, popping in for 20. Took prayer beads on him as he is back already. Here is Ninja Ulmer teleporting to the orb, but he's banished quickly by the power casting Headwind. Dalbert, little reverse psychology there, as Phaler was expecting that Anor would jump to block him, and he tried to just hop under, or rather sneak under, the jumping defender, although Anor did not jump, was not fooled, and thus Phaler was banished. Ulmer, unsuccessful this time, teleports back to the orb only to get banished. And Dalbert, I swear, absolutely sprouted a pair of wings there. Ulmer intercepted. Perhaps the scribes, I say. Ulmer teleports, throws it in, scores for 20. Ulmer again. Throw intercepted. Headwind on the counter, along with Jody. It is the original trio, I should note. And it is Headwind, plunging for 20, and I believe we just saw 10 leech 2. But no prayer beads on him, so he is gone for this round. And suddenly, no one back defensively as Rookie is out of position here.
Hang on, the stream froze for me completely.
Oh, want me to uninvite you? There you go. Let me get you back in here then.
It crashed.
Okay. Let me get you back in. In fact, did your Steam crash altogether? You're not even showing up on Steam. No, there you are. I take that back. Alright, let me know when you're good and I'll give you guys a countdown.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so I'll give you guys a 3, 2, 1, go, and on go I'll hit resume. 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. There is Ulmer throwing it in for 20, as we expected he might do. Anor cast there in anticipation of Ulmer teleporting to the orb, but Phaler delayed to avoid getting banished, although this time plunges in with Ulmer for 20. Now he does not have prayer beads, so he is now gone for this round. Dalbert, though, loops around, eventually banished before he can make it in, though. Rookie almost returns the favor. Dalbert again, trying to sneak around once again, this time without the jumping, but still unsuccessful. Big implosion there. But Jody trying to make her way through, banishes one defender, and makes it in, plunging for 30 in the process. Headwind against Ulmer. No Jody now, after she plunged without prayer beads. Headwind shoulder smashes the defender and banishes the other defender. So time for Headwind to throw it in, scoring 20 and also leeching 10 Pyre life back to Anor. Throw intercepted. Headwind against Ulmer. Ulmer banishes everyone and throws it in for 20. Ulmer once again delaying the teleportation to the orb just enough to avoid getting banished from that, although does still end up going down. Jody banished as well. Headwind and Rookie now up to the task. We shall see. Headwind all by himself, cornered. Just trying to buy enough time to get his teammates back, and has at least done that. And Rookie finds his way all the way through, plunging for 20 here and dropping Phaler down to just 10 Pyre life. Throw intercepted, although look at that. Almer lines up all the defenders, banishes them all, throws in for 20, and now we have ourselves a sudden death match. Either player capable of winning this with just one more score. Headwind, Rookie. Very nearly, but not quite. Just Jody back defensively, at least until Rookie's return. Jody wins it back. Blocked. Banished. Now Rookie back against Dalbert. Oh, and Dalbert finally finds his way through with his no-jump strategy. Eventually, it does pay off, and Phaler takes the win.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
GG. Very close, and you saw for a second there, Dalbert was just running straight into Rookie. He's like, hey, is he going to make it in? Is he going to get banished? But he does, in fact, make it in for the winning score. The power of the Curse Scribe, indeed. Alright, well, let us know, chat, if there's anything we would like for this next one. Otherwise, we'll just set ourselves back to our defaults. Barring any last-minute requests here, perhaps we'll just have both players take their preferred setups in that case. So let's do it. No, hold on, no, last second customize off. We can do it. We can still do it. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. Customize off, randomize exiles, masteries, and talismans. Let's see what we get. Sounds like a boat to me. It is. Double demon on Phaler's side, and at least one demon on Anora's side. It is truly the will of the scribes. It is truly the will of the scribes. Oh my goodness, what a way to get things started. What a way to get things started. It's Orlek, no less. Jody for Anor. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Checking for the Brazen Manor. Does not have it. In fact, gets shoulder smashed instead. Anor, though, sneaking past with her worm. Does she have enough on that throw? She does not. Phaler. Now he's pondering whether to go for the full arena jump. He stops short, though, but banishes the defender in the process. And does make it in. Actually, extra damage there on Jodariel for Phaler. 38 rather than the usual 30. Jody against Orlek. Jody for Anor. Banishes everyone, actually. Checks for the Brazen Manor. I think we confirmed she does not have it, but... Oh, she also has an extra 8 damage, though. Not from Brazen Manor, I don't believe. But perhaps the Talisman, assisting both of the Jodariels. Possibly even the same exact one in this randomized setup. Jody bulldozes her way through it. Yes, it's Dying Flame. Just saw it there. When Anor is behind, she gets extra damage, which would still be the case here, although Jody now is gone for this round. Phaler, with his Jody, leaps in and he has Living Flame, which gives him extra damage, so he wins. GG.
The rite is complete.
Why is it always Orlek for you?
Lots of random Orlex for Phaler. Also, the probability of both players having Jody, one with Dying Flame and one with Living Flame, and both of those being active simultaneously is also pretty incredible. On the boat, no less, all these demons. You'd love to see it. Alright, well let us know, chat, if there's anything we'd like to do to follow that one up. Otherwise, we will put Customize back on. Of course, could put it off if we'd like to see that once again. What's up, iRotor? Whether that's doing a E-Stock on the scribes is a matter of perspective. We'll see. We'll see. There is perhaps some room for interpretation there. Is there anything we'd like for this next one? Failure do by some accounts be a scribe. This is true. Rigged the odds. No worries, Blood Princess. I mean, if you'd like to request an exile, or least favorite characters. Ooh, least favorite characters. We shall see what they go for then. Anything else to build off that, or will that be all? Yeah, specifically, like the personalities of the characters and all that stuff. Or just, well, I don't like the way that this general class plays, and that's equally applicable to everyone within this group. Characters specifically, it seems.
The fate
And we are on the book, Honor's favorite arena.
the Night Wings. Welcome.
Least
Who shall
favorite
conduct
characters.
The rites.
Potentially some hot takes. We shall see if there are any surprise selections here, as Failure goes for a nutrition stick manly with maximum rekindling. Honor is displeased. I mean, at least it's not Tailwind Crest. Technically, it's still okay because it's not Tailwind Crest. Failure, of all people, would know this because Failure, of course, participated in that civil war in which he was on Team Speedy Volfred. Honor also perhaps breaking out manly here. Honor goes for the quick throws on manly, though. Also technically not a quarterback manly, as it is the sling bullet, which is the quarterback manly talisman. If Arumi could see this, he would not be pleased. Lendl of the power casting variety is Failures. Now, should ask, is this, for the players, is this technically the exact order of your least favorite exiles? Like, are you both saying that manly is your single least favorite exile, or are they kind of just more generally speaking, it's these three in some particular order? So, should we be reading into the exact order you're taking them or not? For Nor, she says yes.
Yeah, same for me too.
Same for Failure? Okay. It is an exploding deluge in the second spot for Honor. It really looks like Failure was about to stop on Dalbert, and I was about to have some serious questions.
Ignarius.
No, it's a quick throwing, meta in fact, Ignarius for Failure. Quick banishing throws. No respect for the finger guns. Just no respect for the finger guns. Shake my head.
Well,
Honor debating what her third least favorite exile would be. Number 1 was Manly, number 2 was Deluge. And apparently number 3 is Tamitha. So let us know, chat. What do you think? How does this compare to your list? Any particular exile or exiles that you take issue with? Again, both players said this is the specific order in which they would choose their least favorite exiles. As Nor gets started with a 20 damage plunge from Tamitha, and she did have Prayer Beat, so she is back already. Ignarius with those quick banishing throws, but Tamitha scoops up the orb only to quickly be banished soon thereafter, and Lendl banishes, then gets banished as his cast bounce off the sapling and hits himself in the face. More banishing throws from Ignarius, but Honor picks it back up with Tamitha. Explosions from Deluge. Free orb, though. Falls in Lendl's hands. Manly. Banished next to the Pyre, as was just about everybody besides Deluge. Waiting for some reinforcements is Honor. And Stunning Claim as well. Oh, well executed there. Freezing everyone who was in the arena at the time, just before some of Honor's exiles came back from banishment. They were not affected by that freeze effect, and therefore Honor was the only person with exiles capable of moving. And she tried to do it just then, stop Phaler from scoring, although apparently Phaler already had the momentum in place and was able to score nonetheless. Phaler lining up the throw. Cuts it a little bit short. 17 rather than the full 25 on that occasion. But then Honor locks down the orb with the sapling. Manly. Moving in, quick throws. Good for the full 25. Another throw, this time slightly less than the maximum at 23, although Honor is in range here. One score all she needs, except that, remember, I do believe Phaler took maximum rekindling on Manly, so Phaler will have 50 on his second life bar. So in truth, this is just the first of several acts. Honor, with Tamitha, sacrifices Manly to the Blood Gods. Tries to hard push her way through, and it does eventually work. But as I was saying, this is the second life bar, it is 50. Phaler did take the maximum rekindling from Manly's masteries. Don't recall if Honor went in that direction with her masteries. Quick throw. Good for 20 this time. Now, Honor has a maximum of 25 damage per round coming from Manly. So still would require at least 2 for her. Well done on the exploding sapling from Manly. But he's then taken out by Ignarius. Ignarius with the banishing throw. But Honor retrieves. And we saw this before. She's not a huge fan of going with exclusively Deluge, but did set the Stunning Claim so that Manly was the only exile capable of moving. Not quite enough time, though, on that effect for him to get a free, uncontested score out of it. And there's Ignarius. He throws it in for 30, dropping Honor down to 33, and if Honor did not take Rekindling, which again, I do not recall the extent to which, if any, she did that, then Phaler may only need 2 scores here, but after Honor's 25 damage throw there, now just about any score would do for her. And there it is.
Done. The Night Wings prevail.
GG.
Their adversaries confidently thwarted.
These sap talismans seem wrong.
The ceremony is complete.
Well, both players said that Manly was their least favorite exile, and so what does that say about Manly being the person on the winning screen here? I don't know.
Until the
But
stars
GG.
align.
Well played, and we'll head on back. Alright, and let us know if there's anything we would like to see, do, or hear for this next one. And we can make that happen. In general, it would appear as though people are not huge fans of the saps. And Nor, as our resident sap expert, perhaps may have been at a bit of an advantage in that way. Alright, but is there anything we want for this next one, or do we just have both players take whatever they want? Phaler will have no such respect for the saps. Although, he did only take one sap on his team of least favorite characters. It's not as if he went exclusively saps. He didn't go that far. Although Nor perhaps still will not stand for this lack of sap respect. I would potentially build this up as, you know, perhaps a lead into a sap showdown, but then again, I'm not exactly looking forward to something like that right now, so, no, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. So why don't we jump in before anyone gets any crazy ideas here? Phaler says he's ready to swap out after one more match, so heads up if there is anyone in chat who would like to take Phaler's spot. We will be looking to have someone do that in the near future, so ready yourself accordingly. But let's get this one started. Similar for Nor, 1 or 2 for her maybe.
The fate shall take on the Night Wings. Welcome.
Alright, no specific requests here.
Who shall conduct the rites?
So up to you to take who and whatever you would like.
Alma.
Phaler goes quick throwing Ninja Almer as his lead.
Tizo.
Then it's Webland Thorn Tizo, which is certainly a common selection, though not often as the lead,
Exile.
as that is the same type of setup that Phaler takes there on Raji, though in that case in the second slot. Meta Jody, quick banishing throws for her. Then Phaler voluntarily takes the has already taken Almer. I was gonna say usually his go-to savage would be Almer. Would normally take the stowaway if he already has taken Almer, which he has. So double savage.
Volfred.
Then Nutrition Stick on Volfred in the last spot for Nor. And here we go. Phaler teleports the orb, and I think we're gonna see a whole lot of that, as Phaler did take 2 savages. Probably not many times that we'll see an unclaimed orb.
Alma flung the orb into the flame. There.
Anor, positioning her Tizo accordingly. Furious Tizo. Jody through the portal, but quickly banished. Stowaway now, blocked. Back on it, but banished. Jody, eyeing the portal, goes through it, gets infinite stamina in the process, and outspeeds the defenders, setting up a throw that she had to cut a little bit short there. Just 22. Almer intercepted. Ooh, and look at that maneuver ability from Nutrition Sick Volfred. He's a quick one. He's a quick one. And he gets the throw off here for 11. Almer intercepted. Tizo. And now Volfred. And Jody through the portal. But cut off. Just Volfred. Oh, but that's all Anor needs defensively. Phaler teleports the orb though, taking out one of Anor's final defenders. At least until Tizo comes back, and now Anor with Jody. Infinite stamina again by going through that portal. Past one defender and throws it in. Another 30 damage here. Throw this time makes it through for Phaler. Teleports the orb again. Anor trying to get in position to block that throw, but it's so quick that is easier said than done. And Phaler only needs to execute it one more time. Anor, looking to set up a portal for Jody to go through, except the orb is on top of Anor's Pyre, so Phaler teleports to it and automatically gets the winning score.
Their adversaries without too much trouble. The rite is done.
GG. All right. Well played. Let's head on back.
Until the stars align.
I think Phaler was saying that was going to be his last one. Anor potentially looking to swap out as well. So do we have anyone else in chat who would like to jump in now? Anyone who would like to take one or both of these players' places? Just confirm. I think that was Phaler. Yeah, Phaler dropped out there. Okay, gotcha. Well, thanks for stopping by, Phaler.
Always a pleasure.
GG's. So anyone who would, at the very least, like to swap in for Phaler, if not, someone for Anor as well. Oh, goodness. Phaler, when I read your message, I thought that exclamation point was an L. And I was like, wow, that's incredibly rude. Don't worry, it was an exclamation point. It was an exclamation point. Don't worry. I was like, what would compel you to say that? Alright, but is there anyone who would like to jump in here to take Phaler's spot? Possibly Nor's spot as well, as she has said that she is interested in swapping out here as well. Let's see. I mean, I suppose if we're just looking for someone to fill in for a little bit, I could do so for a little while, but if we're looking for both players to swap out, then of course I am only... Breaking news, I am only one person. I'm sorry. I cannot replace both Phaler and Anor simultaneously. Phaler's like, I don't know if this checks out. I don't know, we're gonna have to go back and fact check this one. That'd be one way. Anor would not drop the gauntlet at Phaler's feet. She would throw the gauntlet at Phaler's face in that case. Alright, so yes, I can hop in for a little bit, but as I said, you know, I can take Phaler's spot. I cannot also take Anor's spot. So if there is anyone else who would like to hop in to take Anor's place, then we may be looking for someone to do that soon as well. Let me just plug in my controller though. Alright. Let's see. How does this game work again? Was it something, pick up the orb. Dunk it in the fire. And win, right? Yeah, where have we had any core settings today? I'm not sure that we have. Okay, and now in Nor, should I go Pyre Hearts, or do we want to deliberately have teams with more contrasting colors? Why don't I? I'll go True Nightwings for that reason. Okay, let's see. Just confirm that oh. Am I player 2? Which player number am I? I also did not see which triumvirate that just changed when Nor did that, so I'm not sure. Nor is player 2? Okay. It would seem, at least. I mean, I do have control over here, so I guess that would suggest I am player 1. Okay, gotcha. So, any requests from chat for this one between Anor and myself will be this next match. As we were saying, Anor looking to swap out soon, so it might just be this one and only match. In which case, I don't know, Anor, do you want to do a normal match? Do you want to do an Easter egg hunt match? So we've done, what, one Easter egg hunt that was planned, and one impromptu customize off match that halfway through we realized was technically sort of kind of an Easter egg hunt. Don't mind? Let's go for it. It happens. I mean, I would say it happens once a year, although having RITE NITE actually fall on Easter, I don't know, someone else can do the math. It definitely happens less than once a year in that case. So why not? Let's go for it. So as a reminder, in this case, that means rather than just try to deplete our... Okay, it has to be. It has to be. It was meant to be. It was the will of the scribes. So...
Welcome.
Well, Easter's always on a Sunday. But, oh... True. That is true then, I suppose. Here I was thinking like, oh, well, but no, because if RITE NITE's always on Sunday, Easter always... Yeah, I guess it would happen every year then. In which case, maybe it was last year that we did this. Yeah. I guess for some reason I was thinking that... erroneously, that it wouldn't necessarily line up like that. But yeah, no, you're right. Technically, I suppose it would happen every year. Anyways, it's a once-in-a-year opportunity in that case. But, so, the objective of this match is not just to deplete your opponent's Pyre first. It is instead going to be to collect more moon drops, basically Easter eggs, than your opponent before the match ends. Which, granted, oh, okay, admittedly, as someone participating in this match directly, that might make it harder for me to keep track, because I can't manually, like, just permanently have, like, 2 fingers on my left hand and 3 fingers on my, you know what I mean. I can't just count with my fingers. Which is what I was doing to keep track toward the end of the last one, because otherwise I will forget. But, anyways, we'll see what we can do here. So, what is the best way to do this? I think that what you do here is, and is this practical? No. But I feel like it is even more thematically fitting if we have Howlers running to select to pick up the Easter eggs. Like, Imps is one thing, yes, but Howlers, even more so, I think, is ideal for this situation, just for thematic consistency. So if we go get that, then of course, usually you wouldn't really take that mastery, so what are you giving up? Probably take Last Laugh and do without Titan's Rage, I guess? Okay, and then this one... Tell you what, this one is going to be a speedy howler. I took 3 masteries. Yeah. So what, I didn't take the first one on the left side would be the one that I miss? Which is extra speed on the character that I just tried to make speedier, right? Yeah, if you don't mind, could we maybe restart that real quick? That's kind of important. Let's hard set it at Isle of Kalamer, and I'll just go straight into setting that to selecting that correct setup on Tizo this time.
The true Nightwings versus the Nightwings. Welcome.
Okay.
Who shall conduct
1,
the rites?
2, and 3. And yeah, definitely need the speed. If we're going for the Tailwind Crest there.
Tizo.
Oh?
I think you should have started this time.
Hmm? Did...
Tizo has 10 quickness with the talisman.
No! Tizo, why? Alright, hold on. Exit versus mode. Tizo, why you do this to me? I mean, granted, I did it to Tizo first, but then Tizo was getting some revenge. 3rd time's the charm! Now it should work, right? Yeah, the hangover effect.
The true Nightwings. shall
Theoretically,
face the Nightwings.
Tizo should have sobered up by now.
Welcome. Who shall conduct
Okay,
the
that
rites?
looks better. That should be better.
Tizo.
And actually speedy Tizo in the leadoff spot. A case could definitely be made for Titan's Rage.
Tizo.
Okay, then I think for my second one, I'm going to make, and keeping track of which exile has which talisman, especially because the fairy spirit is crucially important, is gonna be a pretty big deal. So I will give it to Messenger Imp. Do I want the same setup here? I want both of these. I guess I'll stick with this.
Messenger Imp. Exile.
All right. Then, ooh. That's a clever idea. That is a clever idea. I was going to take a different talisman, but now you're making me second guess myself. Because that is very tempting. I think I will still stick with the Webbed Lanthorn, but that is a way to get both the effects of Last Laugh and Titan's Rage, which is very compelling of a case to be made there, but I'm gonna stick with it. Stick with the original plan.
Exile.
All right, here we go. Easter egg hunt. Whoever collects more Easter eggs is the winner. Oh, look at how fast Tizo is. Look at how fast he is. It's glorious. It's amazing. Except I don't actually want the orb. Psych, I didn't want the orb.
It was bound to happen.
Okay, I think I will. Oh, nope, nope. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, run! I think I will deliberately lower the Pyre lives a little bit.
Now go.
And that way, it's a little more straightforward. A little more straightforward when someone takes the lead to finish things quickly. Rather than having this, huge margin. Uh-oh. No, she got it!
True night wings. A pyre stricken from afar.
Anor is up 1-0 on the Easter egg hunt.
'Tis too close to call who shall prevail as yet. Oh,
Get over here. Ah, 1-1. Oh, he's so fast. He's so fast. He's so fast, especially in Howler form. Uh-oh. I don't think I like you. I don't remember if you're the one that has Fairy Spirit. I should remember this. But I don't. No, don't! I don't want that! Get that away from me! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Which one are you? Which one? I really need to remember which one of your imps has Fairy Spirit. This is kind of important. No, 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 no! Oh, uh-oh.
my.
I also don't think I'm a fan of you having that portal right next to my Pyre.
The imp confronts the flame.
So let's reset that.
The true Nightwing's pyre now burns relatively brighter. Good.
No! Oh, the reverse psychology at play there. Oh, look at that. Look at that evasive maneuver. Oh, who's gonna get it? No, you did! 2-1 Anor. Is that a Fairy Spirit? No? Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. Just making sure.
Tis what the scribes ordain.
Right, it's still 2-1 Anor, I believe. I thought that was my Fairy Spirit one. Not gonna lie, I thought that was my Fairy Spirit one. I'm pretty sure it is. But I think we determined last time that it's just not guaranteed to happen every single time. For whatever reason.
Another banishment.
Okay, does Anor choose to take it? I mean, she is in the lead, so you'd think she would. And she does. So again, the important score here is 2-1 Anor with the Easter egg hunt. I don't want you to be here, do I?
The orb.
On second thought, I would rather you not be here. Aha! 2-2! We're all tied up where it matters most. No, you got it! How did you get it? No! 3-2 Anor, I was ready to get it. I was so ready, and somehow you still managed to do it. Hello there. Don't you even think about it. Don't you even think about it. Don't you even think about it. I don't like that. I don't like that you did that. That was absolutely my fairy spirit, dude. I want my moon drop. And I want it now. Go, go, go! Yes, I got it! Which is what, 3-2 now? Or am I one Easter egg lead, or are we tied 3-3? I've now officially lost track. 3-3? The other imp is moving you closer to me. And this one's moving me closer to you. It's a trap! Go, 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 Tiso! I think I got it, because I have infinite... Yeah, I wouldn't have any other way to get infinite stamina. So 4-3 for me. And admittedly, I was caught sleeping there. No! Was that from your portal? Or from a moon drop? That infinite stamina there. Both? Oh no.
Into the adversary's flame.
So 4-4 in that case.
Punishment for all.
I don't technically know if I want this. No!
Now to the flame.
Okay, that's a lot of exiles very close to each other, which is kind of scary.
A bit of a blunder.
Aha! I really thought you were gonna get that one. I was a little slow to pick it up, but that's now 5-4 me on the moon drops. No, 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 no. There should be a moon drop here. What? No! Where's the moon drop?
The orb engulfed in fire.
Uh-oh. 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 No, we're tied up 5-5. And that's not who I want you to be getting banishments with, I don't think.
What happened there? Thoroughly
No.
banished.
No. No! She takes the lead. What's that, 7-6?
Imp's aim was true.
6-5.
6-5. 1 point lead for Nor. What matters? 6-5 is the count. I also paid 0 attention to what was happening over there, and that's probably not a good thing. Did you get one? Because you might have.
The orb is taken.
Okay, this is not my moon drop, dude. That is, though. I think yeah, because I got the infinite stamina, so that was me. So now 6-6. Okay, I don't know which one you are, which does scare me. I need to get track of my imps again. Hold on.
None left unscathed.
I don't know where it went. I don't know who, if anyone got it. There was a moon drop there somewhere, I think.
What happened there?
Oh, no, no, no. I got it. What? I did not deserve that. I think if we take the previous one as a draw, one before that. Oh, I think I'm now up 2 then. We had 1 draw, followed by 2 in a row for me. I believe.
Now then.
That was my moon drop guy. What? What? Where's the moon drop? I demand my moon drop.
My, my.
There's no Moondrop. Where is my Moondrop? Run, Tizo. Run, Tizo! Run, Tizo! It's not safe! It's not safe over there. Oh, whoa, whoa. That also was almost a Moondrop. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that it wasn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a lot! Oh no! Who's coming back first? Oh, you got it! Alright. I am up 1, and Nor narrows the gap. It's what, 8-7 now, I think?
Positive.
Oh, there's 1 as well! No, I guess it's 8-8! I'm losing track of my imps. Which one I need doing what?
There goes Tizo.
That should have been one. It should have been one. Okay, just double checking for a Moondrop. Oh, but I almost fed you one right there. Oh, it's mine! 8-9, lids. This is why I feel like we should have a relatively low score. Uh-oh. Relatively low score, 9-9. Relatively low scoring game, or have us both be on low Pyre life so that it adds a little more tension to the equation. Swear I saw something say that there was a Moondrop here. Oh, no, forget the orb, get the Moondrop. No, Nora's up 9-10. No! I was about to banish you and get a Moondrop.
The night wind shall prevail at this rate.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's mine! 10-10. Look out. No! Okay, get them in position. Get them in position. No. The one imp that, there we go. The one imp that you won't give me. Oh, no, don't walk into it like that! No, it's still there! It's still there! It's mine! 11-10. Run! Uh-oh. Beware! No! It's unclaimed. Who's gonna get it first? It's gonna be close. So somebody got it. I think we both had infinite stamina there, but you got it from the portal. I got it from the Moondrop. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So what are we at now? 12-10?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I think it's 12-10 me, but it is admittedly getting increasingly difficult to keep track of this, and we are beginning to see more and more why Arumi developed a mod to more formally and more formally implement. Oh no. 12-11. Anor narrows the gap, and it is close. It is close. And with low Pyre life, it would only take a couple of scores. Uh-oh, I don't like that position. I don't like that position. I did not realize that was your Moondrop one! No, it's still there! It's still there! We're tied! No Moondrop? No. Oh, there's a Moondrop! There's a Moondrop! Anor gets it! She's up! 13-12, Anor!
With considerable.
One more score is all she needs.
Now go on.
Oh no. Oh no. I need some magic. Need some magic here. No Moondrop. Uh-oh. Not good news for me. Not good news for me.
Good.
No. Moondrop! I got it! 13-13. Run, Tizo. We need the advantage. We're going for the win. We're going for the win, baby. There's a Moondrop there, too. No! Anor got it. Anor's back in the lead. No! And Anor wins 14 to
The
13.
night winds prevail.
GG's, what a match.
Their adversaries put up quite an effort. Thus end this night's proceedings.
All right, and there you have it, another Easter egg hunt to celebrate Easter.
Until the next.
Anor technically wins the Pyre Rite as well, but more importantly, wins the Easter egg hunt. We did definitely, as the match started to go on, use the Howlers less and less. That is true. That is true. At the beginning, I think we both did it a fair bit, but then, you're right. In the latter half, I don't know if anyone ever did. Alright, well. I know, Anor, you were saying that you were potentially... right. I can't... I know you were saying that you may have wanted to swap out now. Does that remain the case? And if so, do we have anyone to hop in to take Anor's spot? Do we? Or if not, we may have to cut the RITE NITE short. I mean, that being said, finishing things off on a dramatic Easter egg hunt like that on Easter feels like that's maybe not the worst way to end things, but... yeah, you know, it takes some... And that's actually, you know, if people are concerned about just getting started with multiplayer Pyre and they haven't done it before and they feel like, oh, you know, I feel like I'm not experienced enough to do this well. I mean, you could do multiplayer Pyre, or we could turn it into an Easter egg hunt, in which case, you know, there's even less pressure, because then it's just a silly little game in which, you know, perhaps the skill of multiplayer Pyre doesn't really translate all that much anyway. It just turns into a chaotic rush whenever one of those moon drops ends up appearing, and, you know, anyone could lay claim to it whenever that happens. Always a bit chaotic, and you know, it's times like these where we say, let's take that chaos and let's just amp it up to 11. So yeah, do we have anyone else who would like to hop in here? Otherwise, if Anor swaps out, we have me and just me. And yes, so you know, if you'd like to jump in, we could have you in for a normal Pyre match, or we could do the Easter egg hunt. But yeah, if you don't want to, no worries. No worries. All right. In which case, is there anyone else, or did that previous Easter egg hunt functionally serve as our liberation rite? Which, again, you know, on Easter, I feel like there are worse ways for that worse ways to replace a liberation rite than turning it into an Easter egg hunt. So, you know, we'll take it if we have to go that route, but... is there anyone else here? I mean, we could do a liberation, right? We could do an Easter egg hunt at the Fall of Solium and call it a liberation rite more officially. Or we could do a normal liberation rite. Either one. Yeah, I guess, Anor, are you able to go for just one more, and then we can do a more traditional liberation rite in that case, if that is of interest? Could do one more? Okay. Alright, in that case, why don't we do that? That way we don't have to, you know, rather suddenly declare that that was the final match of the night. So let's set ourselves up accordingly. Fall of Solium, sermon intro on, we'll go old. Yeah, I mean, definitely old never to return, I suppose. Or, well, Nightwings or old never to return? Obviously, we're both Nightwings of some sort, but I guess you could kind of say that old never to return is the true Nightwings version. I don't know. Let's go the Nightwings version. That's probably most fitting. And then, do we go for a normal liberation rite? Do we also make this an Easter egg hunt like the last one? Do we say the last one was a dramatic one-score game and we can't recreate that magic, so we better just leave the Easter egg hunt on a high note? Oh, right, yes, old never to return is more so the Beyonders. That's true. That's true. Yeah. So in that case, definitely Nightwing's version. Definitely Nightwing's version. So yeah, do we do a normal one? Normal liberation right here? Do we do an Easter egg hunt because it's Easter, or do we say the last one was really good and we don't think we can top it, so let's end the Easter egg hunt stuff on a high note? I think you can make a case for either. And Nor doesn't mind. Chat, do we have any preferences for this last one? It does look like this is going to be the liberation rite, so no requests in this case, but do we want it to be a quote-unquote traditional, normal rite, or do we prefer Easter egg? Yeah, Easter egg hunt or no Easter egg hunt? Because the last one was really good, and I'm not sure that we can top that. So, egg hunt? It's through Steam. Basically, I just send you my Steam friend code. You send me a Steam friend invite, and then through the power of remote play, and by power I mean more like black magic that is somewhat, and by somewhat I mean very unreliable, we get people in. Sounds like people are saying Easter egg hunt is the preference. I think that's what people are leaning toward, if I'm reading the room correctly here. So why don't we go for that? Yeah, typically you'd be in Discord as well to coordinate stuff, but not strictly necessary. Also, I'm pretty sure the Nord just, yes, just disconnected. All right, hopefully that is not a sign of future drops. Right as I was dissing remote play is like, well, I'll tell you what I think about that. Well, sorry, remote play. Might have made you mad, but you did just prove my point. Okay. And Nor's on? Okay. So let's do it then. And you're still player 2. Looks good. So let's do it. I think Easter egg hunt it is, by the looks of things. See if there's anything we've decided to adapt with our strategies here.
The time is nigh, exiles. You are gathered at the fall of Solium. You shall take part here in a glorious tradition. Prevail and step closer to freedom. True Nightwings, stand prepared. Nightwings, stand prepared. Who shall conduct this rite?
Alright, so this will be our final rite of the night, our liberation rite. Therefore, no request for this one, but this is not a normal liberation rite. This time, we are doing, in the name of Easter, an Easter egg hunt, in which, as we have done previously today, the match is decided based on how many moon drops you collect, not based on who depletes their opponent's Pyre life down to 0. So, in the past, we had done pretty much exclusively, if not primarily, imps. Do we keep it that way? Do we try to switch it up a little bit and make this one a little bit different? Or, I mean, there was a case to be made for the imps, because it did seem like they were the most Easter-like for whatever reason. What about... all imps, or what else would be intriguing if not the imps? We did see Failer take a worm, I think, on one of our previous Easter egg hunts. Savages, with their salutes, could be interesting as well. That's true. That is true. There's only one way to lead things off. Truthfully, there's only one way to lead things off. Usually, I will admit, with webbed... Oh, hold on. Webbed feet. I was also thinking of Dark Vigor. Could also be interesting. Basically, I think if we're gonna go Savages, we need to ask ourselves, are we using Sudden Grasp or not? Because I think this fundamentally changes the dynamic of the Easter egg hunt, if we do choose to go this route. And if one person takes Sudden Grasp, then the other person should probably take it. If one person does not take it, the other person probably shouldn't. False Step, I don't know how I feel about it. Core suddenly enters chat. Yes, take False Step. No, I don't really know how realistic. Well, ooh. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Yes. Yes. I see it now. I do think I'm starting to see it. You're right. There is a case to be made for False Step. Oh. That is very intriguing. Okay. In which case? Now, I so rarely do this myself, I need to form a mental picture of how to piece this team together. I think it's Snadra first? Question mark? But also, who's getting the fairy spirit? How's this all working? Okay. I have not played this enough myself to have a good understanding of how I should be setting this up. So I'm gonna get myself in a lot of trouble here, I imagine. But, let's see. Like, would Shoulder Smash have been preferable? I feel like this could backfire. Definitely want that. Does Snadra get the Fairy Spirit? Or, because I went with the Critical Strike, do I take Gold's Bracer on her? But what is the use of Gold's Bracer if it doesn't give me the Moon Drops? Is the quandary I currently find myself in. Yeah, I can banish Inora's Exiles reliably, but that doesn't do me much good in this type of Easter egg hunt match. So I'm conflicted. Is there anything else? I can kind of think of one thing. I might take the Fairy Spirit on you. I'm gonna get myself into trouble because I'm already in over my head when it comes to this composition here and how I should be optimizing around it. Where's Core when you need him most? Right, so Nor may now find herself in the same situation to I found myself, or similar situation to one I found myself in, where, yes, there is a team composition that is intriguing here. The question is, how do you fit Fairy Spirit into that? 'Cause it just doesn't quite make it as straightforward as you would like it to be. Okay, so let's see. I have my fairy spirit. So then that means... I could take an imp. Just think from a talisman standpoint is really the key thing I need to be asking myself here. So... for you...
Zie een vinger, just in case.
Oh! Good point. Messenger Imp it will be. Messenger Imp it will be. You know what Messenger Imp does? He delivers the Easter eggs. Is actually what his official occupation is. So he is the perfect selection for this match. And... I think... Web Lanthorn is the obvious choice. Typhoon Bottle is the choice that is tempting me a little bit. I don't know how often I'm going to have no exiles on my side if I have a Sacred Bond Snadra. So for that reason, I will go this route.
Messenger Imp?
Oh, wait, is this your... Oh no, you've not yet taken a Nomad, okay. It is... Goals Bracer. Oh, you switched. Switched to Jody for a second there.
I...
Want to reset?
Yeah.
No worries. Happened to me earlier.
Welcome, exiles. Welcome to the fall of Solium. Here you may step closer to achieving freedom. Let us see which one of you is more deserving. True Nightwings, stand ready. Prepare yourselves, Nightwings.
Alright.
We shall stand together here. This
Liberation Rite. Except not of the usual kind, of the Easter egg. Easter egg? Easter egg hunt kind. In the name of Easter. Which means players will both have an exile with Fairy Spirit. When they banish someone with that character, they will create a moon drop. The winner of this match will be determined based on who collects more moon drops before the match is over, not based on who depletes their opponent's Pyre life first.
Tizo.
Okay, so now... What did I take next? I went... Can I take Tizo? Now I can take Tizo. Alright, we'll stick with Tizo in that case. And for him, I went with Lanthorn.
Tizo.
And it is Goals Bracer on Headwind. As I was saying, I was a little unsure if I should go that route because you can banish, sure, but if that character does not have the Fairy Spirit, then it doesn't benefit even all that much. Alright, but now this is where things get interesting. So... Okay. Remind me how best to set this up, though. Let's see. Probably... like this. You have to save the most stylish of men for last. On this occasion. You have to save the most... What? What?
Exile.
so stylish, he does, in fact, now have a planet in the Andromeda Galaxy named after him. What? What? Alright, here we go. A Liberation Rite Easter egg hunt style. Oh, well, you got the first one. The score is 1-0 in Or in that case. And I will admit that I am a little bit out of my element here, as I am not used to using a team like this. Haha, 1-0. Or 1-1, I should say. Who's gonna get it? What? It didn't show up! It will this time, though! Wait, you got it? You got it, because I didn't get infinite stamina! How? 2-1 in Or. Nope, nope, go away. Go away. Oh, oh, it's over here! Unclaimed! I'll take it! 2-2. Alright, I also don't remember who your... I really should remember who your Mooncrest character is. That's kind of critically important. I'm pretty sure it was that character. It was that character? Okay, 2-2. No, I missed. No, 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 no! No! I'm not over there! I don't even want to score this one because you're in the lead. Now 3-2 in Or. No, he blew me up too! Run, Gareth! Ah, there we go, 3-3. Nope, nope, leave Snadra alone! How dare you? How dare you? Oh, you're telling me I double banished and I didn't get any moondrops from that? No! I object. No, run, Sandra! Gareth got it! Ha-ha! And now I've lost track. 3-3? No, no. Oh, okay. Thanks, Gareth. I don't want that. Oh, I didn't want that either. I'm so confused right now. So much going on. Run, Gareth. I think I want you to score, but I'm not entirely sure. Is there a moondrop over here? Apparently not. I don't think there is. I guess I'll score? Question mark? No! Also, I definitely didn't want to score with Snapper because she's my Mooncrest character, so I'm not gonna... It's 4-3, Lids has it for now? Okay. I don't know how recently you said that because, I was a little distracted there. But I might be in the lead? Question mark? Oh, no! Honor got that one. 4-4. Tied up at the moment, I think, then. Tied up 4-4. Okay, Snadra. Snadra is key. Snadra is key. Snadra is key. No, 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 no. Leave Snadra alone. Leave Snadra alone. Snadra did nothing wrong. Snadra did nothing wrong! No, you got it! This is Snadra. Oh. I need her back. I need her back! Yes, Snadra! No! The numbing gust almost threw it off. 5-5. Go, Snadra. Go, Snadra. Go, Snadra! 6-5. Snadra. Do it, Snadra. Do it, Snadra. Well, that didn't count! Why no Moondrop? I have a 1-point lead. Oh no! It's 6-6! That didn't count. For reasons nor did that, for reasons unknown to me.
Shall it be? Indeed.
5 to 5. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Anor up by 1. Anor banished an exile at the very end of the previous round, and I thought there might have still been a moon drop at the end of the round.
Comical.
I missed. Oh, I think I got it. 6-6. Oh, no, not the, not the bottom point. Run, Sandra. Run, Sandra. Sandra, save the day. She said not like that. Oh, no. Stay away from Tizo. Stay away from Tizo. He's a dangerous imp. He's a dangerous imp. No. Through the portal. No. No. Ah! That did not drop one. No! Nor got that one too! I'm losing track of what the score is, but I think Anor is definitely in the lead at this point. Tizo's on a tear. I got it! Oh, I thought she was gonna nab that one. 8 to 6 Anor. I don't think that one might not include the most recent one that I picked up. So it might be 8 to 7 Anor right now. Yeah, now 8 to 7. Okay. Thank you for helping keep track. No, I missed. Let's bring back Snadra. No, Snadra! No, Snadra! Not like that! Not like that! It's mine. 8 to 8! Oh, she plunged with Tizo! Oh, this is my opportunity. This is my opportunity. This is my opportunity. This is my opportunity. This is my round. This is going to be the deciding round. I'm telling you here. It's gonna be the deciding round. No! No. I need Snadder. I need Snadder back. I need Snadder back. No! It's all about Snadra! What? Where's the moon drop? Snadra! Don't do me like that, Snadra! Wait for it. No. I got it! Another moon drop for Lids! Oh. Another moon drop for Lids! No, I need Snadra! No! Oh, it's unclaimed! No, Nor got it! I don't know what's happening! Moon drop? Nope, apparently not. Moon drop? Yes for Lids. Alright, let's move this thing the heck away from my Pyre. I don't want it over here. No, not like that. Not like that! That was bad cast. No, I missed! No, that was my key round. We need to run up the score a little bit more. Although almost forced Nor into ending it right there, in truth. No, not with Tizo. No, Tizo, no. Oh, come on, Snadra. No, she got it! She got it from my Snadra! How could you?
Banished all of them.
11-11. Honor needs 1 score to finish it, if she would like to. Oh no! Oh no, that was close. That was so close. Run! Everybody run! Get rid of that Tizo! Claim the Moondrop for my zone! Claim the Moondrop for my own! Okay, Snadra. Need Snadra. No! Snadra's back. Everything is okay. Snadra's back. Don't worry, Snadra's back. Oh, that didn't count? Right. I want to lower the score so that I can, when I'm in the lead like this, finish it if necessary.
Quite an exchange.
I got it! Oh. No Moondrop there.
'Tis taken.
No, that's not going anywhere. Oh dear. I will admit, I do not know if there's a Moondrop there.
To each his own.
But there was definitely one there. One more to Lids. I don't, Honor might be farming them right now. I honestly don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, I heard that. I saw that. I think I got it because I have infinite stamina. Yeah, that was one for Lids.
Audacious, aren't we?
Oh, that should have been a Moondrop spawning one. One for Lids! Oh, was that one as well? I don't know. I don't see one here. I think I should end this round relatively soon, if possible.
All of the Nightwings.
No Moondrop? No Moondrop.
It has gone in. Once more like that, and we are finished here.
Moondrop. I have no idea who got that. I stepped on it. You had infinite stamina, but I don't know if that came from the portal or if that came from getting the Moondrop. I have no idea who got that one. I got it. That was not good. I should be avoiding Tizo at all costs. I should be avoiding Tizo at all costs. I should be avoiding Tizo at all costs. Except for maybe that. Oh, I think I got it because I have infinite stamina. And I would not otherwise have a means to get infinite stamina. His throw is so short!
There it is.
But there it is.
The true Nightwings proved their worth.
Oh,
The
GG.
same cannot be said.
It's the final count, 17 to 13, something like that. GG, thanks for the rights. Thank you, Phaler, for keeping track on that one, because that got very difficult to do as we were in the middle of the action. But that was our Liberation Rite, our final rite on this special Easter-themed Rite Night. Thank you, everybody who participated in the rites today, and everybody who gave us the requests today in chat as well. With that being said, that was our final rite. I'm going to hop out of Discord here, but I will catch you next week. Alright, I think Honor left. That she did. Okay. Let me just throw this screen on here, though. Not quite done with you yet, chat. As I said, that was, of course, our final rite of the night for our Easter-themed Rite Night today. We did a few of the Easter egg hunt matches, but, you know, we mix it in here and there. We'll still do a reasonable amount of the normal matches as well. Thank you everybody who participated in the rites, and thank you everybody who gave us the request today in chat as well. This was, of course, Pyre Community Rite Night. No, we would not usually be doing these Easter egg hunt themed matches, just normal multiplayer matches. But if you're interested in doing more of that stuff, then the best way to do so is by joining the RITE Club Discord server, which is the place for all things multiplayer Pyre, and you can do that by clicking on that link right there. My name is Lids, I'm hosting these Rite Nights, and our streaming schedule nowadays is Fridays is Mass Effect Andromeda, the campaign. Saturdays is Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Sundays is Pyre multiplayer. And then on YouTube, Lids is there as well, posting the VODs for all those streams, so if you missed anything, you can catch it there as well. Also doing some Gwent videos, the Witcher-themed card game. New expansion for that with a bunch of new cards coming out this week, so gonna do a big video with analyzing all of the new cards and talking about how good they are and what have you. And some Thronebreaker, the Gwent campaign, on YouTube as well. Other than that, if you haven't done so yet already, obviously you can hit the follow button to get a notification for when I go live, and also follow me on Twitter at LidsVids. I post there when I go live as well, but actually the best place to stay up to date on all things Lids is by joining my Discord, which you can do by clicking on that link. But that's going to be it for me for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time.